Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to our My Player Career Mode. I appreciate all the love and support, and I hope I find you all doing very well, having an awesome day. Now, the reason that I am on this screen is because somehow I've managed to lose the video of the intro for today's video. So I've already gone ahead, played the episode, and played all the matches, so I'm having to re-record the intro now. So without spoiling anything, that's why I'm showing you this screen. If you missed the previous video, we joined our new team. We are in the World Cup with England. We start the episode today with a round of 16 in the World Cup knockout rounds against Poland. So hopefully we'll get through that game and into the quarterfinals. You'll see that as the first match of today's episode. Should we reach the final of the World Cup today, you will not see that in this video. That will be its own episode next time out. So with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode, my friends. Here is the team the boss has named for this round of 16 tie against Poland. We are part of a midfield three of myself, Rice, and Jude Bellingham. And as Poland get the match underway, we were good in the group stages in terms of defending, conceding just a single goal. That was in match day 1 against Romania. However, there is areas to improve in terms of chance creation. We scored 3 goals in the group stages, 1 against Romania, 2 against Croatia. And if we are to get through to the latter stages of this World Cup, we will need to be better in terms of chance creation. It's not a great start from me there as I look to release Saka down the right-hand side, giving a ball away too easily as Poland will take over. Of course, no Lewandowski for Poland. We are now in 2026. He has retired, so Milik is up front for them. And it will be a goal kick. I thought we'd see the first corner of the game, but no. Goal kick, says the referee. Here is Bellingham. Now to Foden, to Kane, to Saka. Saka's got Alexander-Arnold there, down the right-hand side. Trent Alexander-Arnold with a cross into the middle. Aim towards myself. It'll be out here for Harry Kane to challenge. He's not won it, though, as the ball goes forward once more. And where found, we find Foden to Saka! Bukayo Saka has unleashed the shots and put England 1-0 ahead just before the half-an-hour mark. And we have now been able to get ourselves in front to take control of the game. Up until this point, it was, well, neither side have really dominated, and hopefully that goal means we will now begin to get control here in this round of 16 tie. Great finish, Saka. Let's get more of this, please, England. Here is Luke Shaw for England, now invited forward into some space. Hasn't got a pass to be able to find a way through, so goes to Bellingham instead. Bellingham finds me on the turn as we get the ball out wide towards Alexander-Arnold. Now through for Kane. Kane still got Saka there supporting. It's Saka! And he nearly gets another. He is looking lively in this one, and he was so close to England's second. Good save goalkeeper. We'll keep England on it for the moment with Declan Rice. The ball is rolling for the second half then, as England hold a slender 1-0 lead following the first half, but from the balance of play, we did control most of that first half, so we can be happy about how it went. But we want to add to it and grab a second goal in this second half. That's not great by Luke Shaw as he concedes possession. Poland will be beginning to get more and more urgent with their attacks as time goes on because, of course, being a knockout round, they need to try and get back in this game. And in the end, it's Gomez to win it back for England as we run at Poland. Southgate going to the England bench. Harry Kane just going off. Marcus Rashford coming on to replace him. As that's calm by Poland. Very calm. But then Alexander-Arnold intercepts. Now Bukayo Saka. Saka into my feet. I was waiting for the run of Rashford. Now we go towards him. Marcus Rashford to Phil Foden. Surely for 2-0. It is 2-0 England. Time seemed to stop still for Phil Foden as he had all of the time in the world to pick his spot and find it. And maybe, just maybe, that's the goal that sinks Poland and sends England to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. As you can see, as we find Rashford, little flare pass, but Foden completely unmarked in the middle. So much time, and he was never going to miss from there. This has got nothing to do with the actual game, but every time the ball goes out of play, the pitch gets darker, like the weather changes. And then when I press start, it goes back to being bright again. I don't really know what's happening. As we get a diving header, it's 2-0. Now that's part of the game. Sorry, 3-0. Yeah. You'll see. Maybe it'll do it as soon as we get out of this replay and when we scored the goal. It's really strange. It's sort of done it now in the replay. And then, as I say, when I click start and then back out again, it goes back to being bright. I hope it's going to work now, just so I can show you. Got no idea what's causing it. But that's 3-0 England. And cruising to the quarterfinals we go. So it's somewhat dark, the pitch. If I press start and then go back out, It's got a bit lighter, unless it's just me and I'm talking nonsense. On the other hand, I might just be magic, and I might be able to change the colours of the pitch as and when I wish, as Poland should really have a goal back there. And it's not a goal. There you go, you've seen it. Now the pitch has got a whole lot darker. We'll press start, we'll back out, and it's fixed. Kiwior put under pressure as Rice is really charging down Poland's defence here. CDM he's playing, but you wouldn't have guessed it from what he was doing then momentarily, as Foden should get there first. Foden has got there first. It is disastrous from Poland, who could be punished. Rashford to Maddison. They are punished. It's 4-0 England. Off the bench to score, James Maddison. I mentioned that chance creation may have been a bit of a problem for us in the group stages. Well, we scored more in this one game than we did in the entirety of the 3 we played in the group stages today. Relentless in front of goal, England. They take a 4-0 victory to go through to the quarterfinals, and we await our opponents. And even though we're in the middle of a World Cup, there is transfers that are happening, as Bernardo Silva has joined Milan from Manchester City as part of a £66 million deal. And the quarterfinals will see us play Portugal. USA advance into the semi-finals against Scotland. France and Spain went to penalties, where Spain came out on top in a 3-2 penalty victory. Germany take on Mexico is the other tie in the quarterfinal. And this will, of course, mean we are playing against a new teammate of ours. Rafa Leao will be in the Portugal starting 11 shortly as we head into this one. Here is Inacio as we put the pressure on him. Mendes turning away, finding Leao as he is starting the game for Portugal here. Realise too, there is a number of our teammates actually at AC Milan that we're playing against today. Ruben Dias at centre-back for Portugal, alongside Leao, of course, and Bernardo Silva, following his move from Manchester City, now a teammate of ours at AC Milan. All 3 of them playing in this Portugal starting 11 today. Ben Chilwell arrives on the end of a cross and heads England in front. I wasn't sure that was going to work initially. He had so much work to do when he gets there, but it is a wonderful header to put England in front. And after, I was talking about our teammates at AC Milan and the fact we're playing alongside them. Today we're against them, and it's us who find the breakthrough. What a header from Ben Chilwell. I want to say it was a cross from Trent Alexander-Arnold to set this one up. That is a fantastic header. And as we know, England have been very resilient defensively. Just still the single goal conceded way back in match day 1 of this World Cup. And Portugal have to find a way through that resilient defence then to get back on level terms in this game. As in goes Stones to win it back from Ramos. Bellingham back towards John Stones once more. 10 minutes to go until half-time. England, Chilwell's header, still really the only chance, but it was taken wonderfully. And it is the reason that we do lead the game. Alexander-Arnold now finds Tomori. Tomori controls every England player apart from Ramsdale in the Portugal half. You love to see it. As Stones, so calm. I mean, there's no real pressure from Portugal. They're not really wanting to be quick in winning this ball back. That's a brilliant turn from us. As we'll play Kane. Kane with a quick 1-2. There's still so much work to be done, though, to find a chance for England because Portugal very set. Harry Kane goes for the cross. It's blocked by Antonio Silva, who not only blocks it, but gets away. And here's Harry Kane looking to punish. Why did he not shoot? He opted to pass to Bellingham instead, but the shot was the better option. And that is half-time. England 1, Portugal 0 at the break, but we had a great chance there to try and double our lead. Here's Rice. Now to Stones. Stones forward to Rashford. Rashford turns. Tried to send the ball through to Bellingham. Was cut out by Portugal, who can look for a break now. But England have been able to get bodies behind the ball for the moment. Whether or not that will matter, though, remains to be seen, because Ramos is on it for Portugal. Now Cancelo, couple of options in the box. Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, now Ramos. They need to get a clear shot away at goal here, Portugal, which at the moment is eluding them. As Almeida takes over, but it's John Stones who's having a fantastic game back there for England. We're away from one challenge as we drive us forwards and away from Silva. And here we go then, a moment for England to try and find a second towards that byline, back across towards Saka, who controls and tries to pass. The amount of times I see this happen when the AI should just shoot and they opt to pass instead. I hope that's not going to be a chance that we come back to miss and rue. But we did really well to get down the left-hand side and find the ball back in, and I was hoping that Saka would just shoot, but he tried to pass instead. Portugal back on the ball. Here is Saka. We've continued our run down the line. He looked to find Kane. Mendes intercepted. And now Bernardo Silva. Out wide here for João Cancelo. 25 minutes to go. Time ticking away. Portugal needs something to get them back in this game. Or otherwise, England are heading to the semi-finals with a 1-0 scoreline. Ben Chilwell. Pressure put on him here. And he's had his pocket picked. Almeida across to Leao, who does not miss. He does not miss. Portugal 1, England 1. And Rafa Leao, you can do this as many times as you want once we're playing for AC Milan. Just not today when I'm playing for England, please. And you know what? I said it, didn't I? I hope we don't come back to rue the missed chance where Saka controlled instead of going for goal. He might not have scored, but at least he'd have had a shot. And I want to say, Portugal have not really created anything. England corner, delivered by Rashford. Doesn't get it past the first player, though. Almeida is there. Now Saka into my feet. Out wide is Reece James. Now Rice. Mendes was quickly in on Bellingham as he looked to turn there, Jude Bellingham, with around about 17 minutes of the 90 to play. Extra time and penalties might be required. I'm hoping that will not be the case, though, and England can find a way back in front in this game in the 90 minutes. Here is Mendes, left-hand side. We're with Leao to make sure he can't cut the ball back towards him. Alexander-Arnold forward for Saka. Now he needs to use the space that he's got, but Leao was charging back there to meet him. Nice touch by Saka. Doesn't go for the ball, though. Kane tried to. It's all a little bit messy from England at this moment in time as Ramos. Nobody's closing him down. Ramos, oh, important interception from Tomori. Otherwise, they were through. That's nicely done by Saka, who continues his run. Here is Bukayo Saka then. Here come England. 10 minutes remain. It's Saka in the area of Portugal. It's Saka! Picks the wrong pass. A man who is so influential in games normally. He's not had a great performance here today in an England shirt. Bukayo Saka. He's so good, though, we know that, and he can come up with a moment of brilliance. As Alexander-Arnold sends that ball forwards. Here is Saka once more. He's had a lot of the ball in this game, Bukayo Saka. As Tomori and Rice. 7 minutes of time remain. Time is going so quickly all of a sudden now that the game is level. As Portugal, we are an ultra-attacking. And will that come back to cost us? Tomori, I said that Stone's having a great game. Tomori's having a phenomenal performance of his own as well. Both centre-backs actually for England. Outstanding today, and yet the score is 1-1. Here goes Leao. Rafa Leao into the area of England, putting it back for Bernardo Silva! Tried to get there with the block, but I can't! And Portugal have done it with 2 minutes to go until the 90. Celebrations underway. England look distraught. And you can understand it, because for 60 minutes of this game, we controlled it. But if you don't finish the game off, it largely doesn't matter. We are so close to blocking it as well as we go sliding in. But Bernardo Silva finishes. Oh, England, England, England. And you know what? I'm going to have to stay with you, because as soon as the game gets back underway, we've literally got a minute plus injury time. Marcus Rashford off, Phil Foden on. England they need a hero. And they haven't got a long time to find it. The ball out wide here for Saka to Kane as we take over Portugal. Where is the urgency from England to get forward though? Foden, Bellingham, backed away of Phil Foden. It's nicely done. Can Foden find something for England? Finds me. Bellingham. Now then. No, that was not where it was supposed to go. It's going to finish in frustration for England. Portugal 2, England 1 the full-time score, and we are out of the World Cup. Congratulations to Leao, to Bernardo Silva, and to Ruben Dias, who we will play alongside in the very, very near future. But that is, from England's perspective, not good enough. And in the end, Spain went on to win the entire thing, beating Portugal 2-0 in the final. The third place was played out between Germany and the USA, Germany winning 3-1. What it does mean is that you will now then get to see us make our debut for Milan today, because we will be playing at least one game with Milan in this episode, having crashed out of the World Cup earlier than we would want us to. So that's at least one positive. Time to allocate the 16 skill points we have available, so I will be going ahead putting some into heading accuracy. So if we do get any headers this season, hopefully we might be able to hit the target a little bit more. We'll put some into volleys as well, which fully max out our shooting skill tree. And then I think I'm probably going to go into dribbling for the final skill point. So we'll start with ball control, get those done, and then maybe go for balance and agility next. So, yeah, we'll see what this does to our overall as we go from 84 to 86 overall for this season at least. And I can reallocate those skill points if I want to. And as we make our debut for Milan then, we will start on the bench and be introduced against Udinese. Hopefully, we are indeed at 0-0 as we're on for Bernardo Silva. First touch then in a Milan shirt for us as we take over here. Cut inside. Find the feet of Benacer to Leao, to Jonathan David. There's a space opened up here as we turn. Get on the left side. It would have been a brilliant introduction if we could have scored there. Van der Voort, good save. We're given responsibility for the corner though. Let's see if we can make something from this as we put it into the box. There's Gvardiol. Blocked behind by Bidiol. And it is going to result in another Milan corner. You know what? This one I'm going to sort of whip with a bit more pace. See if we can get somebody else on it. There's Theo Hernandez. Van der Voort catches. Couple of moments there for Milan to try and find the lead, but resulting in nothing just yet as ultra attacking is put on by the boss. That's a lovely ball through as Davies is in. Let's see, can we get heroics from Mike Maignan? Yes, we can. Big save. Bentancur, now Benacer. Benacer has spotted myself. Does give me the ball as we're away from the challenge. Hold it off well, using our strength. Now find Jonathan Davids, who can slot into the top corner. It is Milan 1, Udinese 0, and Jonathan David finishes off beautifully. I'm giving assist credit for it. It was good work initially to hold off the challenge using our strength, but then this is all about the finish of this man as he cuts it inside on his right foot, finesses the ball home. A throw-in deep in their own half for Udinese. They've been able to keep the ball for the moment. Question will be whether or not, though, they can actually get themselves out of defence because Chukwueze has found me and we've played Bentancur and it's a brilliant save by Van der Voort. How it's not 2-0 to Milan? Well, Van der Voort's the answer. Another corner then. This is our third of the game that I've taken as Unal goes to the spectacular. And you know what? We found a Milan player in all three, but none of them have resulted in a great chance. Unal, I mean, fair play to him for making that, but yeah, was never really looking like it was going towards Udinese's goal. Benacer allowed to turn. We've been asked to play left attacking midfield here, which makes me think we've switched formation to play 4-2-2-2 as we get across now then. And there's the free header for Benacer. Surely 2-0 it is. It's a second assist on our debut for Milan. And Benacer arrives from CDM. As I say, I think we're playing 4-2-2-2, which allows me to get wide and make things happen from that wide area. But, I mean, it was all too easy for Benacer, who was completely unmarked in the middle as we pick him out. Yeah, you can see there, number 4 just does not track his run. 2-0 Milan. Just the casual 10-match rating for us in our debut, no problem, as Brenner's in, and Maignan will save. And I thought for a second the ball may just end up crossing the Milan line, but it does not. Clean sheet still intact for Mike Maignan, who's made 2 very good saves now in this game. As we're waiting for the overlap of Theo Hernandez, but now because Benacer is completely free, we'll keep hold of the ball for the moment. Bentancur, Chukwueze, look to play it over the top to me. We'll get the free header. Leao takes back over. Can't find Unal, but that should be that, my friends. And it's been a very good debut for Milan as Leao's in actually to make it 3. He doesn't miss. We said that, didn't we? In the game between Portugal and England. Well, this time we are on his team for this one. And as I say, great debut for Milan. I imagine we'll start the next game, but can be happy with how we've got on here in this first one. Wonderful finish from Leao. And there is full time. And judging by this first game, I don't want to speak too quickly, but the creative freedom that I feel like we'll be given here at Milan, we really could thrive in this team. And we have made the starting 11 for the next game against Genoa. But, my friends, that is actually where I'm going to leave today's episode. So you have to wait and see what happens in our first start for Milan. But from the substitute appearance, 2 assists, a 3-0 win, we can't really be happier with how we got on in that first game. We sit second after that first match as well. And I'm very intrigued to see how we will get on this season in Serie A. There's some very good teams in here and some top quality players. There are a couple of things that I want to bring to your attention, though. That being that the squad at the moment at Milan is one that could win lots of stuff. The only thing will be whether or not we lose any players in the transfer window. So, yeah, we'll keep our eyes on the transfer window. I'll try and make sure I bring you any updates. Maignan, Hernandez, Diaz, Vardiol, Bar, Fresneda, Benacer, David Silva. So it looks like most of the players that I had seen previously are still here as well, which is a good sign. But Moukoko's here. So Moukoko's come in, and we have Sol, the striker. But welcome to the club, Yousefa Moukoko. Exciting prospect. Look at the striking options that Milan have got, by the way. Jonathan David, Unal, and now Moukoko also. Enough rambling for now. That's the end of today. A massive thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you are new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. Apparently, over 65% of you watching my videos are not subscribed. So I would be massively appreciative if you could hit that subscribe button. Until next time, stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening. I'm looking to get you the very next episode of our My Player journey out. If not tomorrow, the day after. So, yeah, stay tuned for more and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of the future videos. Adios!